Good evening, everyone, and welcome to today's session of NutriLIV 360. I'm your host, Ruchita, and today we'll understand what a circadian rhythm is. Do we understand our body clock? Do we understand how the timings of our meals and our sleep impact us? And why is hydration so important? We'll get answers to all this and much, much more. To start the session, it is my honor and privilege to invite Farooq Tarapur. He, ladies and gentlemen, is an Olympian, a two-time world champion in sailing, and has had an active sporting career of 40 years. He's won innumerable awards, including the Chhatrapati Shivaji Award and the Arjuna Award. But most importantly, he is a mentor to each and every one of us on the group with the mission Har Ghar Healthy, Har Ghar Medicine Free. Let's welcome him onto this virtual stage and listen to him very, very carefully. Over to you, Farooq.
Thank you, Ruchita, and good evening, everyone. Welcome to this exciting Monday session. Today, it's all about circadian rhythm, and I hope that you just had an early dinner and done some exercises because there's nothing worse than eating a late night dinner and going to sleep. There has been endless amounts of research done on how circadian rhythm helps in overall holistic health. So you've got to understand that when you follow circadian rhythm, your body is in perfect harmony with nature. And when you don't follow it, it gets off balance. I have often said on this platform that try and make sure that you don't have, snacks in your house, because there's nothing like a healthy snack. And every time you eat in between your meals, it's going to have an overall impact on your health. So in order to avoid that, the idea is to change your mindset, do things a little more in a healthy way. And the best thing you can do is to every now and then go into your kitchen, take a little box and empty your kitchen out with things which are not good for your health, like biscuits, chocolates, and basically clean up the kitchen, because if you don't have it, you'll not eat it. If you have it, you're going to eat it. Today, I'm going to also touch on another, a slight topic that since in this day and age, it is almost 100% predictable that people order food from outside. And when food is ordered from outside, it comes in different kinds of packaging. And it reminds me, many, many years ago, when I was competing for the country and when we were trying to make some special boats, we had done some, a lot of experiments and research, and found that different gel coats color had different water absorption capabilities. The white color had lesser than other colors, and black and red were the worst. So now if you apply that same, experiment over here on this little box of, plastic. So you get your food, when you buy your food, it comes in different, containers. Some are colorless, some are white, and some are black. Now what happens is typically, you tend to put that container in the fridge and then eat from it, days after that. But what you don't realize is that the plastic, nanoparticles of that plastic gets absorbed into your food. Now, why do I know that? Is because, we had different commands in the Navy. And in the Navy, there's different commands at different color of boats. And Western Command had this red color. And we found that they were the most horrible boats because they would absorb water and become heavy quite fast. So when we made new boats, we made sure that we made them colorless. Now, if you make the whole boat colorless, it looks very ugly. So we made only the bottom colorless, where it was, where it would have absorbed the most amount of water. And Hence, these boats became really, really good boats. So when you apply this theory over here, when you look at your colorless container, when you look at your white container, and you look at your black container, just think about it in this fashion, that the colorless container is the least, it is still harmful because some nanoparticles will get into your system, but the colorless container is less harmful than white, and white is less harmful than black. Black is the worst. You should never ever, when you get this food in the container, I really recommend that you transfer it into, a glass dish, or a stainless steel vessel. Glass and stainless steel are two really, really safe utensils to use. So I hope that this makes sense to you, because, when you have a few nanoparticles going into your system, nothing is going to, nothing's going to really change. But if you have it continuously going over a couple of weeks, and that weeks become months and months become years, that nanoparticles, might have a very adverse effect on your health. And that is what leads to the several lifestyle diseases which are unexplained. And you find that a lot of people nowadays, it's not uncommon to hear people falling dead, 40-year-old, 45-year-old, 50-year-old, 35-year-old. And imagine a doctor, cardiologist, having a stroke at 39, and succumbing to that stroke even in an hospital. So despite, there's a lot of technological advancement, and despite having the best facilities available, you're no longer guaranteed to be safe. Your good health is your responsibility. Even if one person, in your family, friends, fall sick and you have to go to the hospital, it really disrupts, everybody's routine. Who can be responsible for your health except you? So please take care about your health. Make health your priority, because your health is your biggest asset. Today, you're very fortunate because you're going to be hearing from somebody who was a top-notch, executive in a big IT firm, and she had no time, she had no concept of circadian rhythm. But once she understood this concept of circadian rhythm and started following it, it had a tremendous impact on her overall health. You'll be able to see her before and after pictures. They are so significant that one would think that they're actually false. But I can assure you, since being a part of this journey with her, I can assure you that this was done with just few minor changes in lifestyle, but more importantly, a major change in the mindset. And this is what this all community is all about, that it will help you change your mindset. And with the change in mindset, even if you're doing something wrong, you will, curtail it, you'll do it in a less proportion, and that will really help you, improve your health and stay away from trouble. So without wasting much time, over to you, Veda.
Thank you so much, Farooq. And as you rightly said, I had no, uh, what do you say, no discipline in life with respect to my health or time for myself. And thanks to you, I could get a lot of correction into my health. You know what I love these Monday, Friday sessions for? Yes, we do share our awareness about various topics, but these few minutes from Farooq at the start, they always give me a new learning. You know, who knew that on a topic with circadian rhythm and hydration, Farooq would, share with us those few tidbits from his experience and the research he very continuously does. Okay, let's come to today's topic, and it is my favorite because, as Farooq mentioned, I was really, really bad at this. Okay. And even today, there is a lot of improvement that I can still do. But I just want to share with you that, circadian rhythm or body clock, even hydration, both of these topics today are things that we probably would have been aware of, somewhere at the back of our minds, but forgotten.
In some cases, you would not even be aware that such a thing is actually there, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Okay. So, what is circadian rhythm? It is the time, your body clock. Now, we have seen what to eat, how to eat, what kind of, and what not to eat also in the previous sessions. But what matters the most is the timing when you eat. When you eat your breakfast, when you eat your first meal of the day, for example, when do you eat your lunch and when do you eat your dinner? Specifically, when do you eat your dinner? Once you start taking control of this timing of your dinner, especially, okay, and what you're having in the morning, you will start seeing a huge difference. बहुत फर्क पड़ेगा. पहले ऐसे लगेगा कि like how is this even possible? But and I used to have a lot of arguments with Farooq. Farooq, I am on calls from 8 a.m. to 11 p.m., 12 p.m. in the night. How can I manage this? He always said one thing: if you want to live a better life, if you want to have a good health span, as in you want to be independent till the last day of your life, then you need to prioritize your health. You need to find ways of how you can create time for doing the right things. And trust me, we all can. Because 24 hours तो सबके पास है. ऐसा नहीं है कि only some people have all the time to take care of their health. No, even they are busy, but they still make time for their health. Now, what is circadian rhythm? Circadian rhythm मतलब अपना जो body है, it has all different functions जो body के है. Your physiological functions plus mental, your behaviors, your hormones, all of it follows a 24-hour clock which is aligned to your day night cycle. मतलब sunrise और sunset के साथ वो aligned है. Okay. You have your deepest sleep will start from 12 a.m. midnight. Okay. Deepest sleep कब होता है? 2 a.m. But that is if you start sleeping on time. If you don't sleep on time, and which most of the youngsters and most of us also, because we keep scrolling through social media or messages or something in the night, we only start sleeping by 11:30, 12. Okay. Ideally, you should at least start sleeping by 10, 10:30, right? And then you will probably fall off to sleep on time. So deepest sleep is around 2 a.m. Your body temperature is lowest at 4:30 a.m. in the morning. And if you see on the other side of the spectrum, it is the highest at 7 p.m. तो जब भी आप देखोगे शाम को आपकी बॉडी थोड़ी सी गर्म लगेगी. Now, when you look at blood pressure, it is the least in the morning when you wake up because your body has rested रात को, and it is usually highest in the evening at around 7 p.m. Okay. So with people who have already, blood pressure regulation issues and all of that, you more probably may see that you have an even higher blood pressure in the night. So this is mainly to make you aware so that you can take those precautions, right? Now, your bowel movements usually at around 8 in the morning. Now, obviously, around this time, your melatonin secretion stops at 7:30 a.m. In the next slide, मैं बताऊंगी melatonin क्या है. It actually supposed to be starting at 9 p.m. But your body clock, as per the rhythm, अगर सब कुछ ठीक करोगे, तो 9 p.m. से शुरू हो जाएगा melatonin secretion. Similarly, your testosterone, melatonin is basically your hormone that helps regulate sleep. Okay, testosterone gives you your energy and kickstarts your metabolic, activity, etc. That starts at 9 p.m., 9 a.m. Highest alertness, etc. Your coordination is highest during the afternoon time. Your reaction time is higher during this time. So एक है वो system है. Just like you have your 24-hour day and night cycle, even our body has a system. Now, circadian rhythm and hormonal cycle के साथ भी एक connection है. Hormones don't get secreted at any point of time. No, even they are secreted at a certain point of time. Now, बहुत सारे hormones हैं हमारी body में. हम कुछ hormones के बारे में आज बात करेंगे जो food के साथ related है, because what we are going to focus on is when to eat, right? So the first thing which we spoke of is melatonin, which is your sleep, hormone. It regulates your sleep-wake cycles. Now, it is supposed to be secreted by, from 9 p.m. But if you have your lights on, if you have your blue light on your mobile phones, on your TVs, etc., you will see that you will not have enough melatonin secretion, which will delay your sleep as well. Okay. So it is dependent on absolute darkness. When you have your room is absolutely dark, you will see you'll get a deeper sleep as well. Okay. Now, the next one is FGF21 during the night. Okay. This is ये जो dark phase है वो रात का समय दिखा रहा है. FGF21 is your growth hormone. Okay. Growth hormone क्या करता है? It regulates your carbs and lipid, मतलब fat metabolism वगैरह. It helps in your cellular growth function, in your repair, all of that. Even for young children, it helps in proper growth. And hence, it is very, very important for them to have a good sleep as well, right? Now, the first thing in the morning, जब हम उठते हैं सुबह, क्या होता है? We are waking up from a resting position. And hence, your body triggers cortisol, which is your stress hormone. Stress hormone regulates your BP, suppresses inflammations, increases and regulates your blood sugar, all of this. Cortisol is released somewhere around 7:30 a.m., between 7:30 to 9. At the same time, almost at the same time, your first release of ghrelin. Ghrelin क्या है? Hunger hormone. Okay? This is interesting. अभी ये देखो, hunger hormone 3 बार दिन में release होता है. First is between your morning around 8 to 9:30. The next shot of ghrelin that is released is between 12:30 to 2 p.m. And then you have between 5 to 7 p.m. Ghrelin is actually your hunger hormone and it is released only 3 times. हम खाते कितने बार है? Almost 5-6 times because we snack and all of that. We actually don't need to. ये जब रिलीज होता है ब्रेन को वो सिग्नल देता है कि भूख लगी है, दिस इज द राइट टाइम टू ईट. हम अनफॉर्चुनेटली बिकॉज वी स्लीप लेट और वी डोंट गेट अ रेस्टफुल स्लीप, वी आर नॉट एबल टू गेट अप अर्ली, या फिर हमारे probably because of the work that we do also. I'm not saying it's only because of us, because of time or of work, etc. We sleep much till late in the morning and end up waking later and end up having breakfast later, which is also impacting our body. Our body is actually expecting at least by 9 a.m. you need to have your breakfast. Similarly, at least by 1:30 you should have your lunch. Okay. Similarly, your dinner needs to finish by 7 p.m. Now, insulin is your next hormone. It regulates your blood sugar levels. Insulin क्या करता है? जब आप खाना खाते हैं, हम खाना खाते हैं different food. The food generates glucose. वो जो glucose needs to go into your cell to give the cells energy. That work is done by insulin. हम जब रात को खाना खाएंगे, तो insulin तो है नहीं. How is insulin going to push your glucose into the blood? It will not do that. And that's how fat deposition starts. ये जो है, this big blue circle is adiponectin. This is your protein hormone. It regulates your glucose levels and break down fatty acids. अभी ये भी देखो, ये जो breaking down of fatty acids वो कब होता है? सुबह के टाइम पे होता है. इसीलिए हम बोलते हैं try to finish all what you have to eat by 7 p.m. Post 7 p.m. जो आप खाते हो शाम को, okay, it is not getting digested at all. आपके मन के लिए probably for your satisfaction you may be feeling okay, ये मुझे energy देने वाला है खाना, I'm going to feed my partner who has not had food at home. Abhi that person needs to have everything now at home for one meal at least and all of that, but we are harming that person. Okay. Last but not the least is your leptin. It again regulates your hunger and food intake. Body को पता है कि ये इसके बाद खाना नहीं मिलना चाहिए, and hence it stops your brain etc from giving you that hunger wala feeling. It increases your satiety. Satiety is fullness. So that was about hormones. जब हम ये स्लीप वेक साइकिल नहीं फॉलो करते, जब हम खाने का टाइम फॉलो नहीं करते हैं, दैट्स व्हेन योर होल सर्काडियन, योर बॉडी क्लॉक्स गेट derailed and they lead to depression, they lead to fatty liver diseases, they lead to diabetes, cardiovascular diseases, blood pressure issues, your heart strokes and all. Obviously वो एक दिन में नहीं होता है, वो 2 दिन में नहीं होता है, बट बिकॉज वो प्रोलॉन्ग लेवल पे हम अपना खाने पीने का समय नहीं देखते हैं, वी डोंट लुक एट व्हेन वी आर स्लीपिंग एंड व्हेन वी आर वेकिंग अप, व्हेन वी आर एक्सरसाइजिंग एक्सेट्रा, because of all of that obesity is increasing, because of all of that, all of these inflammation, all of these lifestyle diseases are increasing, making us obese. Fatty liver diseases, earlier, हमेशा बोलती हूँ, अर्लियर बचपन में एटलीस्ट जो हम लोग जोक सुनते थे कि लिवर इश्यूज आर बेसिकली व्हेन यू ड्रिंक अ लॉट, राइट? आजकल तो हर एक के ब्लड टेस्ट रिपोर्ट्स में देखो, लिवर फैटी, ग्रेड 2 फैटी लिवर में आ ही जाता है। ओके, नहीं तो फिर देयर इज सम कोलेस्ट्रॉल इश्यूज, ट्राइग्लिसराइड इश्यूज, कुछ ना कुछ है, एंड दैट्स बिकॉज वी आर नॉट फॉलोइंग दैट सर्काडियन रिदम. गो बैक इन हिस्ट्री, people, our forefathers used to eat anything, but they used to follow that circadian rhythm. क्योंकि उनका जो काम भी था वो वही था ना, and that तभी again convenience unfortunately is helping improving things, but is also spoiling things for us, right? As Farooq said, now food is available as well. I think he's mentioned this many times before. Because food is available, because of Zomato and Swiggy, we order at any point of time in the night. But unfortunately, that access to food is increasing obesity or increasing issues of this sort. When you aim to eat at the right time during the day, what will happen is insulin that is produced, it will regulate and move the glucose from your body into the cells, okay, which will help you with your energy throughout the day. Now, रात को जब अगर आप खाओगे, that's when your insulin resistance is highest. When we are not active at all, body thinks you should be resting, and hence ये जो मैंने बोला अभी, it gets converted into fat, it gets deposited post evening as fat, which is increasing our cholesterol levels, it is in fact causing even thyroid imbalances. Okay, we should plan for a more viable option. Preferably, can you do a 7 a.m. to 7 p.m.? Even better, like 12-hour fasting, 12-hour eating window. Now, इस नाम पे 12-hour eating window के नाम पे लोगों ने क्या किया है, 11 बजे पहले ब्रेकफास्ट खाते हैं एंड 11 बजे रात को डिनर खाते हैं, which is absolutely harmful to your body. Very, very harmful. What you can even better improve is probably a 14-hour fasting window. What you can do is 8:30 to 6:30. Can you do that? That would be the best thing. 8:30 have your breakfast and 6:30 have your dinner, your last meal. It can give you a 14-hour fasting, which will help you in a lot of aspects, even in controlling your weight. Okay. Never ever skip breakfast. Now, because people don't have time, okay, office jana hai, I used to do that. I'm telling you, friends, I've learned it. Thankfully, I've learned it. Yes, we have spoiled our health. I had all the issues in the world. Okay. Of course, along with not having time, but I could correct it even when I was busy. So you can do it if you just put your mind to it, find a solution. You will struggle for a few days, but you can find a solution. Okay. So never skip breakfast. अगर आप breakfast skip करते हो, okay, you will start seeing that your body will start storing fats and energy. You may think कि एक meal नहीं खाऊंगी breakfast का तो मेरा calories कम हो जाएगा and probably I'll start losing weight. No, if you want to skip a meal, skip dinner, but you're not skipping breakfast. Okay, you need your breakfast to kickstart your metabolism for the day. एज मैंने बोला, जब हम रात को सोते हैं तो बॉडी पूरा रेस्ट फेज में जाती है, रिपेयर फेज में जाती है. जब रिपेयर फेज में जाती है, all your nutrition is in negative inside. You need to kickstart your breakfast or your day with a nutritious breakfast. Okay. So they also have lower levels of blood sugar, insulin, triglycerides, and hunger hormones such as ghrelin. Okay, when you skip the people who don't skip breakfast. Now, yeah. So 80% of people who have successfully lost and kept off at least 13 kgs of weight report eating this particular meal every day. So it is very, very important कि जो लोग weight loss का भी कर रहे हैं, your breakfast should be the most, it should be the largest meal, but also the most nutritious. It will not help अगर आप 4 bread और 2 egg का omelette खाओ. No, that bread is harming you. So you need to have a nutritious breakfast also, something that is loaded with protein, something that is loaded with fiber, something that is loaded with micronutrients as well. Don't skip your lunch because you need that energy to help you throughout the day, right? Because you're doing work, you need to stay, alert through the day, right? So you need to have a lunch. Dinner needs to be light. Unfortunately, again, because of everyone being busy, because बच्चे घर आते हैं सिर्फ शाम को क्लासेस के लिए चले जाते हैं, सब साथ में आ जाते हैं डिनर के लिए, तो हम क्या करते हैं? Everyone is together, so let's have a hearty dinner. You can sit together and have a hearty chat or a discussion, probably start a new topic or read books together. But please don't have a late dinner. It's okay to, if you're going to be working late, either आप दो डब्बा लेके जाओ, okay, lunch भी और dinner भी, या तो फिर office के canteen में खाओ. Eat something. People delay their dinner and they'll have a nice mixed sprout bowl at 11:30 p.m. in the night. That is also not good. You're not supposed to be eating anything late night. Okay. So that was about when to eat. Unusual eating time can produce a disruption in circadian rhythm that may lead to unhealthy consequences. So when to eat, if you can start, आज अगर कुछ correct करना है, if you have not started your health journey, start with that first step of having your last meal as early as possible, the earliest being 6:30. अगर आज आप 11 o'clock खाते हो, then please start having it by 9:30. If you're having it by 9:30, please aim to have it by 8:30, 8 o'clock. Do that for a week. After a week, prepone it by another half an hour. Do it gradually. You will be able to do this. You will be able to succeed. आपको आज लगेगा कि भूख लगेगी रात को. Trust me, when you do this for a week and you start doing it, train your brain, it is just your brain thinking. Okay, one thing that you can do is if you feel hungry at any point of time, between meals also, drink water. Ghrelin jo hai, it is, of course, a hunger hormone, but a brain cannot distinguish between hunger and thirst. Thirst ka jo signal hai body ka, that also the brain thinks as hunger. This is very, very important, friends, and this helped transform a lot of things because I used to snack. मुझे 11 बजे चाहिए था कि जाओ चाय पियो टपरी पे या जो भी ऑफिस के बिल्डिंग के नीचे चाय पियो, उसके साथ या तो बिस्किट खाओ. बिस्किट ज्यादा नहीं खाती थी. I used to eat a lot of चिक्की. I used to eat शेंगदाना because on call, stress, you need to eat something, कुछ चबाना है. While driving, I used to eat all of this. शाम को चलो कॉल्स खत्म हो जाता है, जाओ स्नैक्स खाओ, चाट खाओ, समथिंग खाओ. All of that stopped. When you start telling yourself, it is not hunger, it is thirst, have sips of water. Again, पानी भी, we'll come to hydration, have sips of water. अगर पानी से भी आपको लग रहा है 15 मिनट के बाद, it is still not enough, we have a protein powder, or you can take coconut water. If that also is not helping, have 1 scoop of protein powder in water. That should suffice. Okay. Are you drunk enough? Along with food, what is very, very important is hydration. A lot of time, okay, the symptoms of hydration I'll come to later, but why do we need water? It's because 70% almost of our body at like 80% at birth is of water. And even as adults, ideal should be 55% for women and 60% around for adult men. There are weighing scales that you get now on Amazon. You'll get it for even 700 and 800 rupees, different brands. I'm not going to, talk about any brand. but they give you different parameters, 13 to 14 parameters आपके body के, आपका, track हो जाता है just by standing on it. Bluetooth connectivity के साथ phone पे, you get all of these parameters. One of it is water percentage. Invariably, sub में you will see that is less. Now, it is for many reasons. It's not just about probably not drinking 2 liters of water a day or 3 liters of water a day. Okay. There's no thumb rule ki kitna pani peena hai. It is also what else you are drinking along with water. How much of water are you drinking at a time? Okay, a lot of things. Each one of our body organs, our key organs, vital organs, all of them have water. See this. I'm not going to read out, but you can see it on the screen, right? So water is very, very important. You can feel delirious, matlab confused if you don't have water. Drinking plenty of water every day is important for good health. At the same time, you should not over drink water also, which I'll come to later. How does it help? It moistens keeps your eyes moist, nose and mouth as well. Okay. Helps in protecting your organs and tissues. Flushes out. It is important so that, we sweat enough, we urinate enough, flushes out the waste products through our urine and sweat, transports oxygen to various parts of the body, supports in cell growth and reproduction, lubricates your joints, helps you move, helps in your muscle strength as well, because if you don't have enough water, you will get muscle cramps. Prevents constipation, absorbs. Okay. It helps in absorbing nutrients through your small intestines also and regulates your body temperature. Now, when your cell is hydrated enough, you will see this is the kind of cell pressure inside outside. Your inside pressure is higher. Whereas if you're not hydrated enough, you're dehydrated, your cells start shrinking. Okay. So now dehydration, what can it cause? Agar aapne jyada, if these are the symptoms, the first time you feel these symptoms, drink water. You feel sudden fatigue. Of course, I'm not saying on a continuous basis, on a daily basis. Obviously, fatigue can also give you an indication that you have quite a few micronutrients. You're deficient in either vitamin B12 series, your D or C, most of these vitamin series. Okay. You'll get muscle cramps also when you don't drink enough water. So if you see at times, marathon runners, when you're running, when you're doing these athletics, right, you have water at different points. You need water for your muscles as well. Urine color is the best way to understand कि आपका body में enough water है कि नहीं. Okay. If you have a darker urine color, which means your body is dehydrated, your body is need of a lot of water. Heat strokes you can get. You can feel irritation. As I said, you'll feel delirious. You'll feel confused also if you're not having enough water. Headaches. When you have a headache, again, hydrate first to see if that can reduce your headache. Heart rate, drunken and dry and sunken eyes twitching. Okay, that's also a reflex of dehydration. Okay, fun fact, thirst and hunger. I just spoke about this, so I'm not going to spend more time on this slide. Your brain is confused between hunger and thirst. So drink water. As soon as you feel hungry in between food times, drink water. Wait for 15-20 minutes. Okay. And the best way to have water is in sips. Okay. You need to sip your water. And it is not going to helpful if you're going to take a bottle and probably drink half liter at a time. No, that is the worst thing that you can do. Mindful eating, pay attention to your body signal, eat when truly hungry. Okay, sip throughout the day, monitor urine color. So if your urine color is very, very dark, that means you need water, really a lot of water. If it is colorless also, it means you are having too much water. Too much water will flush out the nutrients as well, which is not what you want, right? So you need to start tracking. Now, for everyone, it is different amount of water. Adult man के लिए 32 to 58 ml per kg of body weight. Adult woman के लिए इतना है per body weight. Best way, ये calculation छोड़ो. keep a bottle in every room. ठीक है? Or if you can carry a bottle, carry that everywhere. So you can measure वही bottle में आप कितना पानी पी रहे हो. Look at your urine color. If your urine color is light yellow, you're okay, hydrated, fine. Right? This is a chart that I was saying. Anything like this is okay. Otherwise, you're dehydrated. Don't wait for this to happen. When this is there, keep drinking water. You need to have access to water. I was telling you, it's not about just how much water you're drinking. What is the unhealthy option that you're not drinking is also important. अगर आपने aerated drinks पिया है, that's going to dehydrate you. It's not giving you water. Okay. Your sugary drinks will probably give you a little water, but it is harming you with sugar content inside. Alcohol is dehydrating. It is actually seeping away, taking away the water from your body. If you will see that when you have a lot of alcohol, you'll see your skin gets wrinkly and dry. Okay, artificial juices. Again, one more thing that is not here is caffeine. Caffeine dehydrates you. So if you're having coffee, for example, you need to have equal and extra amount of water. Okay, not in that coffee. अलग से और एक ग्लास आपको पानी पीना पड़ेगा. ठीक है? Even then it may not be enough. उससे अच्छा, if you feel there are people who say water is boring. I used to feel that. ठीक है? Now I don't. I'm now used to it. Coconut water is the healthiest alternative, or in fact, it should have coconut water. It has a lot of minerals and vitamins in it. Water, infused water, you can, probably just one type of vegetable or one type of fruit, like a cucumber or a lemon or orange, you can just put, that gives a taste. You can have, instead of juice, you can have smoothies. Okay, instead of fruit juice or veggie juice, smoothies are best because yes, it will give you the water, it will also give you the fiber. Hydration, there is a relation between hydration and hormonal imbalance as well. It is shown that it is closely linked to circadian rhythms, especially particularly the morning release of hormones such as cortisol. So you need to be hydrated. But सोने से पहले ज्यादा पानी मत पियो because you need a good sleep. You need a little bit of water, have sips of water and sleep so that your throat is not dry. I tend to have this. मेरा नाक और throat, it starts getting dry. But if you have too much of water, then you will keep getting up in the night, right? And of course, as we age, वो जो urinary bladder भी छोटा होता है तो फिर you can't sustain that much, you will break your sleep cycle. So you need to find a balance of between sleep and hydration. But you need water. ऐसा नहीं कि आप because you want to sleep fine, you will not have water at all, 2 घंटा पहले नहीं. Please have sips of water. Okay, start your day with water. Start your day with a glass of water. It can be simple, a normal lukewarm water. Normal water is also fine. ज़्यादा fancy भी नहीं चाहिए. It's okay even if you have infused water, with soaked with jeera or soaked with that, I don't know what you call it, soft and all of that, right? You can do that. But even plain water is great to start your day with. Maintain regular intake of water throughout the day. Okay. 30 minutes before meals is good because then you will not overeat also. Yeah. Don't eat during your meals. No. Don't drink water during your food. That's not the best way to eat less. Okay. The best way to eat less is have salads, a whole lot of salads, because that's going to give you again water, it's going to give you fiber, it is going to give you micronutrients. Okay, avoid sugary drinks and alcohol and eat your water. What we are saying is sip your water. Don't drink loads and loads of water. That's not going to help you. I just had 2 recipes which I wanted to share. If it's not, yeah, we have. Just to help you all take just some decisions. I'll just see that. Okay, in this one, your jaggery is absolutely optional. Okay, many of us probably don't like Some of us don't like that powdery taste of the protein, and hence we do. But what happens there with coconut water? You've added vitamins and minerals. With fiber, you've added, of course, fiber, both insoluble and soluble. With protein, 1 scoop of protein, you've gotten 8 grams of protein into your body, right? So that's how you can hydrate yourself, and especially in the morning, this is best. This is the second one. This is actually the perfect drink that you can have along with your breakfast because it adds protein, it'll add fiber. The curd has additional pre and probiotics rather, and it has protein, right? Perfect way to start. I have it this way, except that मैं थोड़ी सी lazy हूँ, मैं mixer में नहीं डालती हूँ, मैं ना मिर्ची और ये डालती हूँ. But I have it with water, 2 scoops of protein, 2 scoops of fiber, and 2 spoons of curd, and almost about 300 ml of water. It's lovely and tasty, and you then start your breakfast right. Let me just move on. Sorry. Yeah. So as Farooq mentioned, I thought I quickly just added the slide when Farooq mentioned this is the transformation that I have gone through. Now, this is what is visible to all of you all. This was a almost 20 kg weight loss that I had done, and मैंने आराम से किया था, ठीक है, with the busy life वाला excuse and literally not going to the gym. We in this program believe that you can take care of your health without spending more on gyms and whatever. If you're going to gym, no, I'm not saying no to that, but you can do it. You can do it at home. We have exercises that you can do for your abs. You can just add walking after meals, brisk walk, not tehelna wala walk. So the weight loss is what you see. This is the skin difference that you can see. I used to get a lot of, acne, pigmentation, etc., with the protein intake, increase in protein intake, with the weight loss, with getting all my, lipids right, all of this. Uh, this is a difference. Okay, this is how I feel. More than anything, I feel much more energetic. Okay, for those who are having a lack of energy, just speak to the person who has invited you. Ask them what supplements can help you. Ask them, discuss your routine with that person who has invited you. कि ये हम कितने बजे खाते हैं, and do it gradually. Truthfully speaking, I'm not doing 100% of everything as yet. It's a journey. But even with when you start with that 30% correction, you will start feeling 50% better in a few weeks' time, in probably a month, 2 months' time. And then gradually increase your correction rate, which will make your health better. I hope the circadian rhythm, inputs on circadian rhythm helps you make those decisions to eat at the right time and also hydrate well. In this program, we encourage everyone to shine, start every day with gratitude and optimism. Uh, the new day is the first day of the rest of your life. What's happened in the past is past. It's all learnings. Have your nutrition because there is a gap in the food that we eat for various reasons, and hence you need to supplement. हम नहीं बोल रहे कि सिर्फ supplement खाओ. You need to have a balanced food. Share your plates on the group so that we can help you have a balanced plate and have the right nutrition supplementation intentions. Set very clear intentions about your health today, because if you can do that, the best thing would be to be leading a life, never setting foot in a hospital, because it not just traumatizes you, it traumatizes your loved ones as well. So set those goals. Ki, how do I want my health to be? right? Because you can take corrective actions, but prevention is better than cure, right? You learn something new. I learn something new every Monday, Friday, of course, but we do we read some books as well. We learned, for those who joined a little late, we learned something really nice and new today in terms of color of those plastic bowls that we, get in takeaways or home deliveries. Exercise daily. Nothing, no one else can exercise for us. We have to exercise. Exercise is the solution for almost every problem, along with your lifestyle in terms of food timings, in terms of your food plates. But in terms of exercise, even stretching your muscles will help you stay away from, probably issues with your muscular or skeletal health a little later. Even balancing exercises will be helpful. Walking, brisk walk is something that'll help. So that's it from us, from me for this topic. We will bring to you another topic on on Friday, which is on gut health. Again, a very, very important topic. If there are any questions, you can raise your hands or unmute yourself to ask Farooq. Okay, I don't see any questions. So, yeah, so take care of yourselves and your health. Thank you. God bless. 1 second. Okay. We will meet you on Friday evening, 9 p.m. for the next slot. Take care. God bless. Good night.